Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about my predictions for Ninjago, the island. First off, I just want to point out that these are predictions, not theories. These are things I think will happen as opposed to things that could happen. But yeah, that's really about all I have to say, so let's get started. First up, I'm sure you've heard this theory before, but I think this season will end off with a cliffhanger. Jay being kidnapped by Wohira. I put Wohira in quotes because, as I've said before, I don't think that that's actually Wohira. I think it's a boat, and I think whoever is commanding it is going to be the Season 15 villain. But we've talked about that before. I do feel like the island will end off with Jay being kidnapped, and that's kind of going to be the story going into the next season. As for why they're sacrificing Jay, I suspect it's because he is the master of lightning, and they are trying to appease this lightning god, Wohira, basically. So I think that has something to do with it. I bet that Jay and the ninja go out to sea, Jay gets kidnapped, the ninja go back to the island without Jay, and Season 15 is going to start out as a rescue Jay mission. But also, they'll have to convince the Keepers to help them fight the real threat. And speaking of that, the Keepers aren't really the bad guys. And whether it be in this season or the next, to put it simply, they'll turn good and ally with the ninja. I don't know if they were ever really bad guys to begin with. They wanted to protect their island and amulet, and compared to past villains, those aren't really actions of a villain. Also though, they are secondary villains. They are secondary to the real villain, which is Wohira or the fake Wohira or whatever. The ninja and Keepers do or will share a common enemy. Obviously the ninja because the fake Wohira kidnapped Jay, and the Keepers because this fake Wohira has been scamming them for years. This gives them plenty of cause to ally or unite with the ninja and fight against the real threat in the next season. I'm not sure if it'll be in this season or the next, but I do believe one way or another, the Keepers in the end will be good guys. Okay, so this one I'm not super confident about, but I think that the island will end up being Season 14 and not a separate special. Right now, nobody really knows what the island is, if it is a season or special, but I tend to think it'll probably be Season 14, and here's why. So first off, LEGO calls it Season 3, not a separate special. So yeah, I feel like if it was, LEGO would call it that. Also on Twitter, some of the creators and writers of the show have called it a season as well. And in all honesty, I don't really have too much proof. This prediction is more just what I think is going to happen. I think the giveaway will be if it is divided up into 4 episodes the way Season 10 was. If it is, then we definitely can consider it Season 14. Also, if it has its own intro as well. If it is Season 14, it will be the show's shortest season yet. Yes, even shorter than March of the Oni, which is pretty crazy. My final prediction is that this season won't have a focus and won't have too much in terms of character development either. Now, we know Lloyd is the mascot character on the sets, but I don't really feel like he'll be the focus in terms of development in the show. I just don't really see him having a character arc or story, and I feel the same way about the other ninja as well. I don't really think this season has enough time to do stuff, but also consider that the island is the start of a greater story. Most of us seem to believe that the island will be a setup for Season 15, and that is where they'll really deliver with the character stuff. I think the island will be more basic, just really focusing on the story and setting up things, and I honestly think with all of these stuff going on, there's not really enough time for character stories in this season. I think this season will only have enough time to do what's absolutely necessary, and the rest will be left to the summer season. Hey, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on my predictions as well as your own below, and I'll see you next time.